station's just about overhead. So we're gonna just time warp it here. Gonna get a little bit ahead of us. Okay. On again our launch script. This time we're gonna go into an 80-kilometer orbit. We're gonna be behind it in a lower orbit, so we'll catch up to it. That will facilitate our rendezvous. Okay, doke. So unfortunately, this does mean we're watching this again. But, barring anything catastrophic, this should be it. I was just checking the ignitions on the mainsail. Notice 0 ignitions left. This is an engine that is meant to be ignited once, turned off, and then not used again. If you plan on using it again, you'd best upgrade it. Kind of looks bulky though, I'm getting in the comments. And it's very, very orange. I do agree it is a little bit, a tad on the orange side. Bulky, do you mean the rocket itself or the whole docking hub? I kind of was going for bulky with the docking hub. I wanted it to look kind of industrial. That was the plan. The rocket itself, yeah, the fairing's a little bit, I mean the fairing is what the fairing is. What are you gonna do? It flies. It can be none more orange. It's as orange can be. Okay, where are we at? Again, cut throttle here. Always nice to cut throttle, keep that apoapsis from getting too far ahead of us. Right now the apoapsis is about a minute ahead of us and holding. And it's nice to kind of do that so that as this thing pitches towards the horizontal, it's putting a lot of energy into raising that periapsis now. It makes that final insertion burn at the end a lot cheaper. For those people that don't know, why is it cutting throttle? Well, thank you, Sleeping Dog. Says my channel is very helpful. Thank you. I do have, and maybe people can mention if they think this is a good idea in the chat or in the comments at the bottom of this video. I do have in my head an idea for redoing a tutorial series. There goes that. Because a lot of those tutorial videos are getting pretty old. They are by far my most popular videos of the tutorial videos, especially the earlier ones. And I'm thinking of kind of redoing it and centering it around doing a career mode and just going contract by contract. So starting with just doing one contract per video in the kind of logical order in which you would encounter them doing a career mode, but turn them into tutorials about the ideas that are required in order to play Kerbal Space Program. Sort of just a different structure. But I was thinking of doing more tutorial videos and structuring it in that way just to make them a little different from my older tutorial videos. And people can let me know what they think, if that's a good idea, if that's a bad idea. For now, I'm doing this idea. I do like all these girders. I think the girders are a little heavy for this game, to be honest. But I do like them. Okay. We are now drifting up towards... How many ignitions are on this guy? I should be 12. That should be fine. All right. Where are we at here? Still got a little over a minute to the burn. Okay. Everything here looks good. I'm looking at stuff that's deployed. I think it all looks good back there. I tell you, I'm looking forward to using these big docking ports for station bits. All right, about to do the final insertion. 2, 1, and go. Oh yes, Alan saying never knew it. This game doesn't do the best job of teaching you about flying rockets and how they work, and certainly watching sort of common space movies doesn't teach you anything either about how rockets really work. There we go, that's all done. So yeah, now knowing how Delta V works, big deal. Oh, I like this thing. I really do. Okay, let's get ourselves to the station. So, actually, let's also just turn everything else off. Maneuver here. Get over there. Center it on here. Oh, I lost that one. Oh, I moved something. Why is it sometimes these things so hard to just click on? That's why there we go. That's all I wanted to do. Was that so hard? There we go. Yeah, I put in some normal by mistake there when I was dragging it. Okay, back onto the maneuver. A little bit off. I think sometimes I do probably get a little too picky when it comes to dialing this in, but I don't know. Oops, a little more retrograde. Boarding time. 300 meter separation, that's good. Okay, so that burn is coming up in 15 minutes. We're gonna turn down the thrust here a little bit to make the burn a little longer. We're going to do a quick save, and we're going to get ourselves to the burn. Oh, I'm seeing warnings about relays running low on batteries. I have so many old relays, and it's definitely something I'm going to have to address around the moon, is improving the relay network, but that is clearly going to be also for another day. Now I want to get this big junky thing up. So this is going to be a 31 meter per second burn just to get out to the station. Hose that off. Keep it locked on prograde. We've got right now about 550 meter separation, but what we'll do is give some puffs of RCS. Ooh, 122 meter separation. That'll be good. We're going to be there in 16 minutes. We can get this docking done quickly so we can get our Kerbals up there. switch this over to target, retrograde, and the station should be behind us. There it is. It was great. We're doing the whole thing just on this little guy. Alright, just come into the render distance. Time to start slowing down. Okay. Time warp ourselves a little closer. I set my coming right at it. That works out really nice. About 38 seconds away. I just want to get my speed down, and then we're going to end up having to use. We're going to have to do some goofying because you can see right here. Let's stop this and I'll talk. Get it down to about under a meter per second. That's good. Because you can see, I can't attach this to the station the way it is. I mean, these are lots of docking ports, but there are no 1.25 meter or 2.5 meter docking ports on the station. This has got an engine on this end. I could attach by the claw, but I don't like doing that. I find that goofy. So what I'm going to do instead is we're going to now undock this. Boom. We're going to go to our little probe. That's the station. Our little probe here. We're going to get rid of this completely. Your job is complete. I'll lock you onto the retrograde vector. It's missing the station. That's good. Okay. Your job is done. Just want to get its periapsis down nice and low so I don't have to worry about it no more. There we go. Back to here. All right, and now it's up to this guy. We're going to control from here. Oh, I just realized that antenna's in a bad spot, but well, hopefully that won't be a problem. And we're going to go towards the station this way, using RCS right here. Hopefully that. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I can see I'm going really fast. Slow down. Wow, there's a lot of thrust in those RCS ports. I was worried I didn't. I had. Okay. I was worried I actually had. I'm just deciding where to put this thing too. What docking port would be a good docking port for it? I was worried it didn't have enough thrust. It has way too much. I'm going to put it on here, right here. Because I'm thinking a space plane has to come up here. I don't want to... It actually looks pretty good. Okay, let's... I'm going to slow down. There we go. Oh, that's the wrong way. Line up those docking ports. The stations, they're looking at this going, is this whole docking hub for me? And you're like, no, sorry, it's not. You're just a waypoint. You're just a place to hang out for now. Aim the camera up here at the front. There we go. Oh, I can tell I need to back up. Oops, I hit M instead of N. And I'm also going just way too fast. Oh wow, I could have turned down the thrust on these guys. Something I never checked. Am I going closer to it? Doesn't feel like I'm going closer to it. This way. There's not much balance to where the RC... I put the RCS blocks at the center of mass of this little tug. I don't even know what I was thinking. I should have put them as far this way as I could, because of course got a ton of mass up here. I don't know what I was thinking of with that, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Doesn't have to do too much. Okay, now we're going the right way. You know what? Let's retract this antenna. We don't need it. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, I have a good reason why it was there. I know why I put it on there. We don't need it right now. So we're close, and it looks like it might be in the way. Okay. Coming in sideways. Okay, so I can see now my target icon here. I can see my retrograde icon here. But because this is all in a line, I know I'm going the right way. I'm just coming really fast. Oh, that way. Slow down. It'll work. And I'll re-explain my plan once this is docked here. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. So, to re-explain my plan, again, this whole business is going to an asteroid in orbit about the moon. This is going to be the vehicle to take it there. It should easily have the Delta V, so we're just going to hook these two together and we're going to push it on out there. The issue is that we got no crew. So we need to get ourselves some crew. And what I want to do, though, before I do that is just toggle off the reaction wheels here. Just so we don't have reaction wheels fighting with each other. Always a good idea with a station. But yeah, this is ready. Okay, let's go. Let's get back down to the Space Center. So we're going to go into the space plane hangar. Not the VAB. We're going to bring out our Dart 2-W2 single stage to orbit space plane right here, capable of taking up 6 crew. And 6 crew is what it's going to take up. I just want to make sure inventories are all empty, that we're not taking up stuff that are unnecessary. Nope, this should be ready to go. And we got to pick ourselves a crew. So, I want to pick people that have never been... Jeb has only ever flown by the moon. That is shocking. How about Bill? Bill is planting a flag on the moon, so Bill, sorry, you are out. Jebediah, wow, you're gonna get some experience, because eventually we want to get some people. Who else do we got? Valentina has gone in an orbit about the moon. Engineer, come on, I need an engineer. Michael O. Kerman has orbited the moon. Stephen. Has he orbited the moon? Let's close this. It was in the way. Has orbited... Sorry. See that again? Orbited the moon. Joe? Why aren't you not wanting to give me there? Has orbited. Oh boy, I have engineers that have orbited the moon. That's it. Alright, I guess for our engineer then. Oh, we'll take Bill. All of them have orbited the moon, and this mission is just going to be to orbit the moon and return, so we'll do that. We're going to need a scientist. So again, first scientist who has not orbited the moon is going to win. And it is John N. Kerman. John is going to be coming along with us, and I do have a contract, as the case might be, to, well, I got two here. We're going to get rid of this one. One is to crew a base or station. That's just to get at least one Kerbal up to the WKMSS, which is what this is supposed to do. So I saw that and went, well, that's going to be easy. And the other one is to take a bunch of tourists. We got ourselves Diggin. We got ourselves Esther. And we got ourselves Fred Brett. And they want to visit an asteroid. And as luck would have it, that is what we're on our way to do. So this should be it. So let's just save and launch and go. Yep. Okay, put the brakes on. Oh, we don't need this, but this thing does have a lot of auto strutting that was done to it because the planes kind of flop, the wings especially kind of flop about if you don't have the auto strutting on. But auto strutting has created some crackeny fun up there at the station, so I think I'll keep the auto strutting on for now and then take the auto strut off once I'm up at the station. I think that might be the best plan. And also, people may recall, put this on free, that the last time I flew this, it's been a few streams since I last flew this, I didn't make orbit because I spent too much time talking and not enough time thinking, and I've practiced a couple of times since then. So hopefully this will go a little bit better. But anyway, SAS is on, throttle is up, take the brakes off, punch it. Oh wait, no, 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 cut, 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 silly. Brakes, brakes. We gotta go to our space station. Sorry, 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 we can stop. We're all good. We are going to a space station, silly Gonzalez. What the heck? Okay. So, let's get the space station over us. We got a rendezvous to perform. What was I even thinking about? Can't just take off whenever you want. Alright. Matt should be good right about there. Station will be going faster than us, but it takes longer for this to get to orbit than it does a rocket, so I think this should all be good. Let's just punch it again. Z. There we go. Let's try this again. And when it gets over 70, it should be lifting off. There we go. We're off. Okay, gear up. Let's just go. And the mistake I got into, I got going too fast, too low in the atmosphere last time, not paying attention to really what I was doing. So I got to be a little bit more cognizant of that. I realized after watching the stream the last time I flew this, is I actually started going back down when I turned on my rocket engines, which is clearly not. I pitched down so much I was actually losing altitude, which clearly is not a good plan. I'm actually not too far. If I wanted to, I could. For 1,000 meters per second, or 1,000 science points, I could get the Rapier engines, which makes building these things a lot easier. This is still built around the Whiplash and then the toroidal rocket engines. Actually, if you take a look at the toroidal engines, I offset them a little bit because they weren't lined up with the center of mass. So they actually are a little more efficient now that they are better lined up with the center of mass, even though they might look a teeny bit funny. But it's this piece up here that's bringing the center of mass. Well, I don't know. All right, how are we doing here? Let's pitch down a little bit. I want to just watch my speed. I want to keep that speed up. But I really do want to get up to the higher atmosphere because these engines and these intakes are built for efficiency in the higher atmosphere. So getting it up and around maybe 7-8 kilometers before you really start building up the speed. And keep it on 90 degrees. Be starting to really start picking up that speed soon now. We're up, getting close to about 8 kilometers. Where's that speed? A little bit more. There it goes. Trying to minimize also the amount of fiddling about I'm doing. The more fiddling you do, each little adjustment is actually an inefficiency, so I want to minimize that too. Here we go. And it has been suggested I write a launch script for doing this. That would be neat. I'm not quite sure. It clearly would be a more complicated thing than for a rocket, so I haven't really wrapped my head around that too much just yet. Get up higher than this though. It's nice to be in around 18 kilometers or so when you switch over to rocket mode. At least that's what I found fiddling around with this thing. I am by no means an SSTO expert. Let's get some speed. Speed, speed, speed. More speed. Right. Switching over to rocket mode. I'm pitching this up. And I found playing around with this, I need to get up higher a little bit more quickly. So I'm just pitching it right up and getting out of this. I want to get up really high in the atmosphere. I'm just going to hold it like this. This could use an extra set of reaction wheels. The only reaction wheels are actually in the cockpit, so... Oh, there. That's nice right there. We'll hold that. Actually, even start reducing thrust now that I'm seeing my timed apoapsis is about a minute ahead. switch these around. I don't think I need to, but it bugs me though when they're the other way. So again, just keeping this time to apoapsis about a minute ahead of me. So I'm reducing thrust. I'm also very slowly making my way down towards the prograde vector. I'm closer to prograde as we get into the thinner parts of the atmosphere. In fact, I think I can now just lock it onto prograde. I think it'll be fine. There we go. So I think my problem before, getting too fast, too low. I think now I doing much better. Yeah. Okay, let's start un-auto strutting. That might not be a bad plan while this thing is... Well, maybe I shouldn't do too much at the same time. Let's just wait till I reach my desired apoapsis and cut my engines. Okay, that one's undone. Heart. Auto strut disabled. Okay, just about there. 77, 78, 79, 80 kilometers. Okay, we're just going to leave that. So I'm just going to go through here and looking for auto struts. That one's already disabled. How about the strake that's... I think I mostly did it to the wings. That one, no. How about here? Auto undo that. So definitely having some issues with auto strutting. I remember back before auto strutting was a thing in KSP, what players used to do, like back before it became a feature, is they used to take just regular struts and kind of hide them in there, like get inside it. Maybe that's the thing to do to avoid that bug. I don't know. Because regular struts don't seem to have the issue. Auto strutting does. Okay. Okay. Where are we here? Let's open up KOS again. And switch over to the vessel. And run my X-Man script. Oh wait, nope. Run circ at apoapsis. I'm just going to get it to take care of and then run the X-Man script. Okay. And now it's going to take care of the whole circularization business. And I'm going to keep taking off the auto struts. That's what I'm going to do. There. There. Oh, what about in here? There's a piece in here. At the back. That must be the end of the auto strutting. Has to be. I think so. Okay. And one day I'll figure out what the auto strutting glitch is all about. I've heard different people saying different things. Meanwhile, this thing has only got 86 meters per second to complete its circularization. And we'll get it out to the station. It is going to do it, right? Oh, yes, it doesn't give... It's funny, my launch script gives a 30-second warning to when it's about to do the final insertion, but the X-Man script only gives a, I think, 5-second warning. So I was like going, where's my 30-second warning? But I don't think I should be getting it. Here it is. I got 3-second warning. There we go. Okay. Nicey nice. Get ourselves to that station. Like that. So 500 meters separation there. I think that should be fine. And that burn is coming up in 27 minutes. Most of the way around the planet. I'm going to limit the throttle here. Let's try 30%. I think I got to do this one. Yep. That makes it a 5-second burn. That's much better. Okay. Quick save. Let's get over there. So I'm going to roll it this way. It's for the solar panels. Okay. Hello, Dennis, and welcome. All right, we're going to get this thing docked. Then I guess our trip to the moon is going to have to wait until next week, looking at the time on the stream. This all, as per usual, took me a little longer than I thought. Jebediah, my level 3 pilot, can lock onto the maneuver node. Aren't you a rock star, Jebediah? We all knew that ahead of time, though. We all knew that. Lock that off. Okay, we got about 650 meter separation. Let's see if RCS can clear that up a little bit. Oh, got it just about 519. That's good. Okay, we're going to be there in 13 minutes and 40 seconds. And retrograde, and where are you? Always they come up behind you. Somewhere. Oh, there we go. That's where you are. Try and see if we can shrink this distance down a bit. Funny, my always do get questions like rendezvousing. It's funny because like I can't even guess how many rendezvous I have done over the course of playing this game. So I know it makes it look like I kind of make it look easy, and I'm kind of apologetic for getting started. A rendezvous is such a counterintuitive thing to do. It feels so intuitive to just simply point at where you're going. Like I'm only about 2 kilometers away. And just kind of go there. And that actually eventually makes you go further away from the station as you end up adjusting your orbit. And that is such a counterintuitive thing that I get why it takes a little bit for people to get the feel for rendezvousing. I'm just going to turn around this way. I don't know why, but the plane should be right side up. There we go. Okay, still got quite a bit of velocity, 31 meters per second, so we should probably look at shedding some of that away. We gotta find a spot to squeeze this thing in. It's got a popular place up here at the station. Time warp, get ourselves closer. Probably start thinking about what docking port we want here. Actually, I think there's one pointing right at us, if I'm not mistaken. But one thing at a time. Slow down again. A little bit more. Yeah, I see a docking port right here. Can I click on you? You're not going to let me click on you, are you? No, you're not. You're just mean. Okay, let's slow right down and then we'll get in there. Get it under a meter per second here. That feels good. Okay, let's get over there. We got this docking port, I think is the one I want. I'm not mistaken. Yep, there we are. Back to here. Set that as a target. Open up our docking bay. That was the wrong button. I just detached the solar panel. That might not be a bad thing, actually. Control from here. And get this ready for some docking. And get this off, ready to toggle that torque too. This is nice when you're coming straight at the docking port that you want. It makes life a lot easier. Just closing a lot of these little triangle things. I just want to get ready to toggle the torque. Okay, here we go. Oh, and I still got that on there. All right, where are we at? Coming in. Time warp. Again, don't speed up. Speed up time instead. Things are going too slow. Anything I can slow down now a little bit. Coming in a little quick. There we go. Boy, I got a lot of bright lights. Everything's getting washed out. Yep. Roy says he's just in time for the docking. Yeah. We are coming in here. We're lined up pretty much right on it. Well, that was a much more successful mission with my space plane. Got up here, still got just under 200 meters per second left in it, so it's doing what it's designed to do. Bringing up a stack of Kerbals. And oh, we're off a bit. There we go. Okay. Oh, now it's up. Oh, okay. Let's wait. Cockpit control, toggle that torque. I know it's just me, but I wish this was turned 180 degrees with cockpit pointing north. I didn't notice that coming in, but I guess that's a trivial thing to have to worry about. But there we go. We are all here. So what we need to do is we need to pile everybody into this spacecraft here. We need to make sure it's all fueled up, but that's okay because we got fuel in this reserve over here. Then we're going to hook on to our docking module. We're going to take that out to that asteroid.